I hate to say this, but that sounds a bit dull. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment around here. That deal is null and void. It's a very well thought out presentation. That's very well thought out. I should jot that down. What an interesting point. I should jot that down. This is not a Hail Mary. This is a well thought out game plan. It's a Hail Mary. I will pencil that in. I penciled her in for 4 o'clock today. Is that set in stone? Nothing's set in stone yet. Tonight was tentative, remember. Tonight wasn't set in stone. Let me give you a quick rundown of the situation. Could you give me a quick rundown of the proposal before we go into the meeting? Do you have the bandwidth to handle this? I don't have the bandwidth for this right now. I can take that off your plate. We can help with that, take things off your plate. I won't take up too much of your time. I'm sorry that it took me a while to get back to you. Could you fill in for me tomorrow? I have a family emergency. Somebody's gonna have to fill in for me. Could you fill me in on the last meeting? I'll fill you in over lunch. Fill me in. What just happened? That's not gonna fly. What do you know about that? Nothing. Well, that's not gonna fly this time. I'll bite. Something's fishy about this. I don't know. Sounds a little fishy. I won't bite. Don't be nervous. I won't bite. It's not my thing. I'm more of a homebody. Loud places are not my thing. It's kind of my thing. Ah, that's okay. Hugging's not really my thing. I'm telling you, she's nuts. I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. I'm not comfortable with confrontation. I'm not good at confrontation. I would love to, but I can't. You know I'm not good at confrontation. Why don't we schedule a tentative meeting for this Friday? It's tentatively scheduled for this Friday. Everything looks great on my end. How are things on your end? We're doing everything we can on our end. It's crystal clear on our end. I'm dead serious. You're kidding. No, I'm dead serious. I had a very productive day today. How are you holding up? How are you holding up? We're doing okay. It's difficult, but we are getting by. Do you have any pet peeves? It's actually one of my pet peeves, too. Why is it taking so long? There must be a mix-up in the paperwork. Let me look into it and get back to you. I can't wait for this day to be over. We need to streamline this process. This can be another revenue stream for us. Having a reliable revenue stream is really difficult because there are so many variables that go into it. If they can't see the value of this, it's their loss. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's his loss. Turns out it was just a mix-up. Turns out it wasn't for me. Turns out it was perfect for me. Just give me a call and we'll set up a meeting. Can we set up a time to meet? You set me up. Can you set me up with someone? How about you set me up with someone and we double date? Let's set aside the legalities for a moment. Let's set aside our differences for a moment. I'll set 2 tickets aside. You need to set aside some time for yourself. Okay, I'll set one aside for you. It set us back 6 months. This is just a minor setback. I cannot fathom your grief. We cannot fathom their pain, we cannot imagine their loss. We're not perfectly aligned yet, but we'll get there eventually. These are complicated issues, and we're not perfectly aligned yet, but we share the same values, and we share the same concerns. At the end of the day, it's all about teamwork. You have a point there. I was hoping that you could point me in the right direction. No, but hopefully our mutual friend can point us in the right direction. We're not here to point fingers. I don't want to point fingers, but it was my kid's fault. That's an interesting point. Would you care to comment? That's not the point. Whether you like her or not is not the point here. The point is, we are doing our best to rectify this situation. The point is, we must never give up on it. I know you're busy, so I'll just get to the point. I know you're busy, so I'll just cut to the chase. Well, then, I'll get straight to the point.